Well, thanks for visiting us this morning at KTALnews.com and your Weather Authority app. I'm meteorologist Josh Marces. This is your Thursday morning forecast update. And get ready for some storms. We're expecting a round of storms late this afternoon, this evening, and then we'll likely see another round of storms come through on Friday. And while the severe weather threat overall is fairly low, we can't rule out some wind and hail, especially those storms come in late this afternoon. And what's going to trigger this? We have this area of low pressure, which is back in the panhandle of Texas, so that's what's been kind of triggering these repeated rounds of storms the last few days here, and this will trigger an additional round of storms today and likely another one tonight that will move in on Friday. And given that area of low pressure is so close to us, it does introduce some of the ingredients to see maybe some wind shear, which could bring some wind and hail with a few of the cells out there this afternoon, this evening. We do have some rain ongoing this morning in Arkansas. No expectation that those storms will be on the strong side given the cooler temperatures. We're in the 60s, so the severe weather threat is very low for us this morning. Low 70s at the moment for Shreveport, and we are going to be dry for most of the day today. The storms will not get here until maybe closer to sunset tonight, so given all day to warm up, most of us in the low to mid 90s, a few areas in the 80s here, but a lot of this will depend on the actual storm timing today. But given the storms will come in during the warmest part of the day, of course that's a lot of fuel for those storms to grow and get stronger. So the Storm Prediction Center does have a marginal risk in just a little area of slight risk here through Red River as well as Franklin counties, and that's where the expectation is that we could see some damaging wind gusts or some hail with the storms this evening. But again, level 1 marginal risk threat means no widespread severe weather, but it would be more isolated, maybe a storm or two that could bring those severe weather hazards. So let's time out the storms for you. Take a look at your Robbinshood and Futurecast for today. Will likely just be partly cloudy through the daytime hours, and the arrival of the storms here, again, Futurecast is showing those by maybe 3 or 4 in McCurtain County, but some of the other high resolution forecast models show the storms coming in closer to 6 or 7 p.m. But I think you get the idea. Late afternoon, early evening is when we'll see those storms in the northern Arklatex here, and once we get to sunset, the storms should likely lose their punch, but we are going to see some rain showers scoot across the region tonight. And you can see pretty quick development on the backside of those storms leaving tonight. We may see some quick redevelopment tomorrow morning, so that will send some more rain through. And that will be great for the temperatures tomorrow. That should push most of us down into the 80s for your Friday, but there will be some rain around throughout the day. So if you have any outdoor plans today, tomorrow, make sure you just have the umbrella with you, especially on Friday, as we may have a few downpours out there during the day. Speaking of downpours, could get some decent rain out of this, showing 1 to 3 inches of rain north of I-30. When those storms come in, they'll be on the stronger side, so that's why we'll see the heavier rain here just north of I-30. And going through the next week or so, we actually do have another cold front on the way Sunday to Monday that could bring another inch or 2 of rain. So much of the Arklatex here will average about 1 to 3 inches of rain between now and next Wednesday. And then you can see the northern Arklatex, where you see the red there on the map, that's where a lot of areas can pick up over 3 or 4 inches of rain. So we can't rule out maybe just some localized roadway flooding here through the weekend in some of these areas. But when we hit the weekend, we'll likely be dry on Saturday, and then those storms will pick back up with that cold front on Sunday, so that will push our highs into the 80s again. So we're looking to be pretty comfortable next week. Decent chance we'll see that rain continue into Monday before we start to dry out through the middle of the week.